going on, y'all? It's Nas stepping in. Y'all can see I'm in the city of Philly downtown. You know, a lot of talk is going on in regards to what's happening. Some good things going on. You know, we got some FIFA coming. We got, you know, a lot of events. You know, the Sixers in the playoffs, Game 7. Let's get this win. Flyers, Phillies, you know. So it's a lot of good things happening in the city right now where, you know, we can celebrate, we can relax, we can chill, just, you know, be fun. But then there's a lot of fun things and a lot of serious, you know, talks we gotta have as far as, you know, our programs, our education, and the community leaders, right? If you don't know who I am, my name is Nas. Many of you may know me as Nas GFX, Nas Graphics. Since 2015, legit since 2015, almost more than, you know, 10 years ago, I've been helping my community with graphics, design, you know, digital resources just for them to grow their business, to scale, and to become better within their community, right? So you can check that out, you know, my graphics page. Many people I've worked with throughout these years are popular people in the city, are people that has, you know, you may know, a lot of people may know. You know, since then, I've worked with a lot of people, helped a lot of people, and I'm very proud of the work that I've done in my community to help small business owners, such as yourself, possibly, right? About the last few years, a lot of stuff is changing rapidly with the education, with technology, with the economy. There's a reset happening all over the world, not just Philly. And I want to be a leader in the reset for the education and the AI sector, right? So a little history about me is I've been dabbling in technology, you know, software, you know, since I was a kid, right? I went to Millersville in 2014 after high mastery charter and went in for computer science. Now, it wasn't computer science that made me go, it was football, right? I didn't really want to do the football thing. And then I started to, you know, create my own business and do certain things in my community. So I left and was building the graphics and the entrepreneurship and my creativity. With that expertise and skills, plus learning the AI, technology, agent, and learning what's to come in the future, I've been applying both skills so that way I can teach people how to collaborate with AI instead of it replacing, right? So I know a lot of you heard about the schools closing in Philly, 17 schools plus, you know, since years ago. Temple is having issues, you know, retaining students. So the problem is, where are these students going to learn? Where is the next batch of kids going to trust and rely on getting the right information to be successful in their future? That is the big question right now in Philly, and I think that is an issue. Not only that we have schools closing, we don't have solutions or people to provide or aid with that, right? So this is my program, right? My AI program that I am hosting and running all summer. If your child are technologically, you know, interested, if you or your child, you know, maybe they're in where you want to go to learn, InnerG Intel is hosting classes and programs that you can not only get the fundamentals and get the basics, but you can learn how to implement into your life so that way, you know, you are using the same skills the top business people are using, or the top, you know, advancing people who's just making life easier for them, working smarter, not harder, right? With this program, you'll learn the basics of AI, what it is, the differences. You'll learn how to implement it in your practical life. Like if you are just a regular human, you'll learn how to use AI in your everyday life. If you are a professional, a student, with this program, you'll learn the basics of AI, what it is, the differences. You'll learn how to implement it in your practical life. Like if you are just a regular human, you'll learn how to use AI in your everyday life. And if you are a professional, a student, you'll learn how to use AI as, you know, your businesses, or, you know, become, you know, more aware of how this technology or tools can make you a better business owner, a teacher, a worker, and possibly earn you more money, you know, because you know more. So one of the big questions that I think many people miss or should ask themselves is, how can AI, you know, benefit them? Right? Don't act, well, I don't know how to use it so it can't benefit me. Act, in what areas can AI make your life easier? And that is the biggest question that a lot of these, you know, students, parents, and these administrators should be asking. How can we use AI tools to help our lives, to make it more, you know, easier, to be less stressful, and to grow in this next economy? Many people do not know this economy is resetting. Everything is resetting. So you want to make sure that you are on point with what's happening for not only yourself, but your children. You know, ask yourself, when your children ask you, what was you doing when the AI was booming? What was you doing when agency economy was becoming the next thing and you wasn't learning or putting your child into these programs, right? So again, my name is Nas. You can follow the program, you can sign up. I'll put the links, I'll put the websites, everything in there. But InnerG Intel is the program. I'm trying to make this a household name so that way people, my city, Philadelphia, we don't think that there's not programs or people here trying to help the youth and help, you know, us as a community stay on top and stay aware of the next era of life. We don't want Philly to fall behind. We don't want our students to become dumber. I know a lot of you guys are seeing this video of these students going around that's having trouble reading. A lot of these students do not know how to read. A lot of these kids, a lot of these adults, that's a problem. InnerG Intel, there's a QR code on here, so if you want to scan the QR code from this video, scan it, it'll take you to the website so that we can sign up, check all the programs that I'm offering. And I hope to see you guys here. I hope to see some big names from the city that are voicing their frustration support this, right? I hope they have the understanding that the next wave of educators, the next wave of influencers, the next wave of people who are going to help this city grow won't be the most popular. It won't be the most known. It won't be, you know, the most successful. It'll be people that actually care about this city and wants to see this city grow, right? So it won't be investments in things like nightlife and restaurants and things that would take us away from the future. It would be things invested like these programs is teaching about AI and making sure that kids know this information, right? And this is another thing. If you are an educator in a school, please tell your principal, your administrator, I'm offering a free 45-minute session, free 45-minute for me to come into your schooling or place of work and talk about this stuff with an expertise mind. Right, I'll show you all the tools that's being used, how you can use it for teachers and students, right, and parents. So the whole everybody on the same page can get on the same page with the technology that's being used and why it's helping us, the importance of it, and why we should be teaching our students this. You know, it's not bad for them that they will know this information, and also just being privy to what's happening in our culture and our economy. Black people are behind so far in this space, you know, and every day that we don't learn about it is every day it's kind of taking us farther away from, you know, prosperity and a life of freedom that we talk about and we want. So again, my name is Nas. I hope you guys felt this message, received this message, because it's real important that people like me are supported, right? Because we are creating the infrastructure, the programs that these kids need, right? Stop relying on unreliable sources and start supporting sources that aid into the vision and the future that you want to see. InnerG Intel, man. Peace.
Man, we just scored another one. InnerG Intel. We just plugged in hyperframes to our codecs. And man, I just changed the game. Just built a full-on intro to my program in 5 minutes with AI and my agent. These are the things that we're doing, man. Listen, first built the place is building it up. It's telling me what it's doing. It's running the programs, running the scripts. And this is basically the background of the processes and what's happening. And then, as you can see, it's done. It built the hyperframe intro sequence that I requested, and this is what it looked like, y'all. Solid, quick, professional, nice. You can do this too. I'm teaching this in the AI program starting May 4th, running through the summer. If you're interested, sign up. The link will be in the bio. 5 minutes, got your video done. Now this side is another aspect of, I had an 8-minute clip and I wanted it to kind of analyze it and grab me the points that it felt was best, you know, capturable, right? I have a problem with finding out the most highlights in my own videos. So I'm using this AI tool for my agent, and it's literally going through the video, it's clipping, it's taking parts of the video to make sure everything is right. And as you can see, it's making sure it's getting the best moments, the most clearest audio. And it says the audio is strongest at the 10-second mark with other parts, as you can see. So it's literally analyzing the video to find out which parts is the best quality sound and visually. And voila, in another 5 minutes, my AI agent has analyzed not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, and it gives you the score 8.3 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. And boom, I have now a layout of the best moments to clip for my full-length video. Tap in. Not only that, right? As you can see, it make a folder with video edits. This is the video edited that I wanted with my watermark. This is the watermark it added, right? It created the watermark and then added the watermark. This is a screenshot that it took from the video with the watermark. I didn't do this. My agent did. By the way, this is my agent. A little guy right here that I can move. You know, he let me know what to do and keep me updated. It also did a test video. So 5-second test video with the watermark.